the tech stuff sorted out. So yes, welcome to everyone who's just joined. My name is Ollie. I'm going to be covering for Vijamala today, and I'm sorry, I'm just letting some people. So yeah, and I thought we'd do loving kindness meditation today, since I've been getting into that recently and really enjoying it a lot. And yeah, so the loving kindness or sort of compassion practice, you know, if you'll have done this if you've done a breathworks course, and the practice that, you know, everything we teach in breathworks and around compassion and kindness and that sort of thing is all inspired from Buddhist practices. So in Buddhism,
Sammy Vinyl of MasterChef for Professionals kick off. Ahead of that, judges and students.
Sorry everyone. There we go. Okay. In Buddhism it's called metta. It's the kind of Pali word, which most of you will know this, but the Pali, you know, is the word that is the language that the kind of original Buddhist sutras were written in, and the kind of language that the Buddha's kind of teachings were recorded in. And there's a really lovely one, a really lovely kind of short text that I thought we could start with, which is the Metta Sutra. So it's kind of just the loving kindness sutra, and sutra means something along the lines of text. I'm not a Buddhist scholar, so a lot of you will probably know better than I do. Yeah, and so it's quite short, and I've actually got this up on as a poster on my bedroom wall because I really like it. I just thought it would be good. It's a really lovely one to listen to. So actually, maybe a better way to do it is if we start the meditation and then I can just read it out, because it's quite nice to sort of practice with. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, so if you guys want to find, if you're not already in one, a comfortable position that you can meditate in for half an hour or so. Getting comfortable, finding a position which is relaxed but alert. I'd like to start off taking a couple of deep breaths, feeling the body relaxing with the out breath. Noticing if there's any tension or tightness anywhere in the body. Just allowing that to relax. Just getting a sense of the whole body, being grounded in the body. Okay, so this is the Metta Sutta. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud or demanding in nature. Let them do not the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. In gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings be, whether they are weak or strong, admitting great and the mighty, medium, short, or small, seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all be at peace. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. So if that inspired any sense of warmth or feeling of loving kindness, holding that sense. So we'll go through the traditional stages of the loving kindness meditation, which is starting with directing loving kindness towards yourself. So you can use phrases, repeating phrases to support this intention. And the ones we'll use are, may I be free from suffering. May I be free from ill will. May I be filled with loving kindness. And may I be well. So may I be free from suffering. You could imagine what it would feel like to be completely free from any mental suffering. Feeling at ease, not lacking anything, feeling perfectly content, free from suffering. And just wishing that for yourself. May I be free from suffering. May I be free from ill will. So it doesn't usually feel good to hold grudges or to hate other people. And it does feel good to be at peace with others, to be free from ill will. And just feeling that, wishing that for yourself. Seeing if you can enjoy that sense of being at peace with everyone and everything, not holding any ill will. May I be filled with loving kindness. And just enjoying that sense of happiness and well-being that comes from wishing others well, and in this case, wishing yourself well. And just noticing that this is not the kind of well-being that's particularly dependent on external circumstances of your life. This is always available. You'll always be able to wish others well and wish yourself well. See if you can just rest in that sense. Finally, very simply, may I be well. May be safe, may be happy. Just holding that intention, wishing yourself well. If there's any discomfort that's arising or any aversion, just holding that, allowing that to arise in this space of kindness. So now moving on to the next stage, which is somebody or something which you find it very easy to feel loving kindness for. So this could be a good friend, could be a puppy, anything which feels easy to direct loving kindness to. And again, just wishing may be free from suffering. If there's any sense of peace or any well-being you're feeling at the moment, worth imagining that you could direct that to them. You be free from ill will. May be filled with loving kindness. May be well. So now moving on to a neutral person, so somebody who you don't have any strong feelings for one way or the other. So it could be somebody you just see, like the postman, a neighbor you've never spoken to, something like that. Just dropping those phrases again. May be free from suffering. So this person, just like you, wishes to be happy, just like you, wants to avoid suffering. This person, just like you, will have had difficulties in their life. May be free from ill will. So we're not forcing anything to happen here. And if you're not feeling much of anything, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Just dropping in the phrase into the mind, listening for any response, like dropping a stone into a well and listening for the splash. And if there's some sense of warmth or some feeling of peace, kindness, just resting in that. If not, it's okay. You're just planting the seeds of intention. And may you be filled with loving kindness. This neutral person, wherever they are, whatever they're doing, may they feel the well-being of experiencing this loving kindness. May they be well. Now, working with somebody who you find it a little more difficult to extend kindness to, doesn't have to be your nemesis or the person in the world who you'd find this hardest with, but maybe just somebody who you find a little bit more difficult, whoever that may be. And if there's, again, this sense of warmth or kindness that's developing in the mind, seeing if you can just direct it towards this difficult person. Again, just dropping this phrase, may you be free from suffering. Might reflect that this person's behavior that you find difficult may itself be a symptom of suffering. So we're not saying that this person's actions are always okay. We're just wishing that they be free of suffering. May they be free from ill will. And so this feeling of metta, this feeling of kindness may come and go in terms of intensity, and that's okay. The intensity isn't all that important. Again, it's just dropping these intentions, these gentle intentions, may be filled with loving kindness. May be well. And you may find that even if you struggle to wish this person every kind of happiness and material success and so on, you can at least maybe wish them safety. May they be safe. May they not fall ill. That's enough to be working with. And then moving on to the final stage of this meditation, which is extending this loving kindness out to everyone, to all beings. Seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born. May all beings be at ease. And you can continue with those phrases that we've been using if you'd like, or you can drop them and just stay with any feeling of loving kindness which is developed. Whatever sentient beings there may be, wherever they are, may they be well. And staying with this practice, staying with this feeling, gently allowing the eyes to open slightly. And as we're moving out of the meditation, seeing if you can notice how this intention, this feeling of loving kindness can stay with you, at least to some degree, as you go about your evening. So you have a good stretch if you need one. So sorry that went slightly over time there. So I'll wrap that up, since I don't know if maybe some of you may have to go, but I'll do what Vidyamala does, and if you want to unmute yourself now and say goodbye, you can do that.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Ollie. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Ollie.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ollie.
Ollie.
Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Ollie. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ollie. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.